Team overtime in the red, David Thorn of the Minnesota Storm in the blue. And these guys are going to probably get very, very acquainted over the next couple of months as the Dardanes twins, Chris and Nick, heading up to Minnesota to wrestle collegiately. That's where Thorn currently is. 3 points and now 2 quick ones for Dardanes. Now quickly up 5-0. Sean Bourmet and his overtime club helped groom the Dardanes twins. This is Nick. Chris is also in the weight. Did not make the finals. Actually was beaten by Thorn in the quarters, and then Thorn beat Ladd Rupp of Oklahoma State. Nick Dardanes here beat Jason Surtsis in the semifinals. So quickly a 5-0 lead for Nick Dardanes in the red over David Thorn of the Minnesota Storm. 5-0 lead. Luke Becker in the corner for Thorn. 5-0 in the first. Half shot by Thorn, snatched, countered, 1 point for Dardanes, and that's going to end the first period in impressive fashion, Craig.
Yeah, and quite the recruiting battle for those kids, and you can see why. Kids really impressive.
They're goers, they're grinders, they just battle, and I thought they would be a real good fit in terms of just their mentality and how they wrestle for the University of Iowa, but no, they go to the University of Minnesota, where there's always a group of talented lightweights.
Yeah, Minnesota very well represented here today. A lot of really, really good young kids, some really good-looking kids.
And not just in freestyle. They had a lot of guys wrestle in the Greco-Roman portion of the FILA Juniors back on Thursday. It seemed like forever and a day ago, Craig. We've been here for 6 days. And now Thorn trying to create some distance. Now look at that, just driving in on the legs as Dardanes just overpowering, and he got a little sloppy there, and Thorn just threw it by to take a 1 point takedown. Now Thorn trying to shelf the leg to the far side. Dardanes with a wide base, trying to keep himself inbounds. We'll go back to our feet, 1:32 to go. Period number 2. Nick Dardanes out of Illinois, repping Team Overtime and the Overtime School of Wrestling. Sean Bourmet done a great job with that.
Been replaced, huh?
Gary Abbott's been replaced. Alert the media. Wait, you guys are the media. 113 now. Snapping on the head is Thorn. This call of the bullpen brought to you by USA Wrestling.
He's a setup man. I'm the closer.
That makes it easier for me.
It is our job to make everyone's life easier, and including you fans who couldn't make it out here to Cleveland.
And check out the interviews on themat.com. Gary running around grabbing all the champions here.
One red. Now there's interesting. They're thinking they stepped out, but actually the rule has been you step out, it's not automatically a point. First things first, you got to have the full foot out of bounds. Secondly, if you're in the process of scoring a move and you finish the move and score, stepping out is not a deterrent. So that's something that we saw with Dardanes getting the 1 point to tie it up 1-1. Now Thorn in on the leg. This period been a lot closer. Chest lock scenario for Dardanes. Now working off to a front headlock. Front headlock roll through for Dardanes. Going to get 2 on the exposure with 15 to go and take a 3-1 lead. Now tries to shelf the leg. Up to her feet. Thorn trying to reach the leg back. Goes out of bounds just before he can pull the leg up and try to get some counter exposure there with 7 to go. This was a much tighter period, Craig, but Nick Dardanes definitely, that last flurry of action comes out. A pretty nice front headlock roll through.
Yeah, Thorn had done a lot better job staying out of that scenario where he's getting caught with the front headlock, but late in the period got underneath and got flipped over for 2.
So there's a discussion at the table. Following this, we'll have 63 kilos, 138 3/4. Couple Hawkeyes coming up next.
Yeah, Dardanes won a wild semifinal over Jason Surtsis, younger brother of former Hawkeye Alex Surtsis. Went 3 periods.
Thorn going to take a 1 point takedown. Try to get that late lace. It's not going to work. So Nick Dardanes of Team Overtime in Illinois, your champion at 60 kilo. That was a good match. Well, at least the second period was pretty exciting. I know Dardanes kind of blew Thorn out of the water there in the early going, but anyway.
And Thorn battled back well in the second period, just got caught in